This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. Just want to share with you a very important thought about Shabbos Nachamu. We mentioned the amazing comments of the Sefer Yosef Oimetz, one of the Chachmei Ashkenaz, who says that one should celebrate and rejoice on Shabbos Nachamu more than any other Shabbos of the year. Because just like we have to commemorate the Churban of Tu BAv, we likewise have to commemorate the Nechama. And the Yosef Oimetz says that when Tu BAv is over, we have to forget about the Avelos. We have to be Meseach Das from the Avelos. Enough Avelos, enough not eating meat, enough not celebrating, enough not haircutting. We have to be Meseach Das from that. He goes so far as to record an ancient custom that he doesn't endorse, that women after Mincha on Tu BAv would bathe. Why? Because Mashiach is born and the Avelos is behind us. So just like in life there's a time, Eis, live kais, but v'yes l'smayach. And the time to rejoice is Shabbos Nachamu. Really an amazing comment that it's the most joyous Shabbos of the year. But there's also a very interesting comment of the Ritva. And that is, the Ritva says that Tu BAv, we celebrate the great holiday of Tu BAv. Today is Tu BAv, the 15th of Av. So let me be the first to wish you all Kesiva v'chasima toiva. The Shar Yisachar writes, Tu BAv is Gematria, Kesiva v'chasima toiva. So it's a very joyous day. Says the Ritva, we should combine the joy of Tu BAv and celebrate it on Shabbos Nachamu. And we discussed this on Monday. If Tu BAv is a very joyous day, so celebrate Tu BAv. In Judaism, we celebrate the calendar date. We don't take a calendar date and then say, okay, we're going to celebrate it on Shabbos. Especially in light of the fact that very often Shabbos Nachamu comes before Tu BAv. So it's not even that Shabbos Nachamu is the Shabbos of Tu BAv. So why take Tu BAv and celebrate it on Shabbos Nachamu? So Monday we said the approach Rabbi Yerucham Olshan, and the following idea occurred to me that I would like to share with you. Namely, what is the Nechama? Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yoimar Elokeichem. Console, console my people. Console, console my people. Okay, yeah, no, what's the consolation? Imagine if somebody went into a Shiva house and all of a sudden a great person comes into the Shiva house and all the silly conversation stopped and all eyes are on this great personage, and he opens up his mouth and he says, console, console. Say, yeah, no, what's the consolation? Well, you can't just give such an announcement, console, console. What are we consoling with? What is the consolation? So I would humbly suggest, based on the comments of Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshitz, the consolation is one word. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, my people. My people. The consolation is that after Tu BAv, that after everything we've been through, after 2,000 years of Galus, the remnant of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov are still the people of Hashem. We're still Ami. We're still alive and kicking. We have not waned. We have not dulled. We're Shomerei Torah Mitzvahs with all full intensity and full passion. The fact that we're still alive today, the fact that we're still here after Tu BAv, that is our greatest nechama. You know, in Parshas Kisisa, the Rebbeinu Shalom says, Hinei anochi kaireis bris, I am sealing a covenant with you. Neged kol amachas and nifla'is, in the presence of your whole people, I will do wonders. Asher lo nivru v'chol haaretz v'chol hagayim. God not only promises, he seals a covenant that he will do miracles with us greater than any miracle he ever performed. And the Ramban asks, what does this mean? God's going to make miracles greater than any miracle he ever performed? He never did miracles that outdid Yetzias Mitzrayim. What miracles did God do that will surpass Yetzias Mitzrayim. And Reb Shach says there is in fact a miracle that God performed that's greater than the miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim. As we've said many times, the famous words of Rabbi Yaakov Emden, Ve'eich lo yevosh ha'kofer v'yamoid nichlam. How can the heretic not be embarrassed and stand utterly ashamed? Behisboinein ba'amdenu, thinking about the state of Jewish affairs. Achar kol masha avar aleinu, after everything we've traversed, mehatmurais v'hatzarais alofim mehashanim. Says Reb Yaakov Emden, Chai nafshi, I swear, ki behisboineni benisim halalu, when I contemplate these miracles, Gadla etzli yoiser mikol nisei Mitzrayim, they far surpass the miracles of the Exodus. You know what miracle God performed for the Jewish people that's greater than any miracle He ever performed? Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, the fact that the Am Hashem is still alive and kicking. How about the Roman Empire? No, long gone. How about the Persian Empire? Long gone. Long gone. How about the Jewish people? We're alive, we're vibrant, we're learning Torah, we're debating, we're arguing, we're analyzing, we're observing, we're sending our children, grandchildren to yeshivas. That's the greatest nechama. You know what the nechama is? Ami! 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 That we're still here. There are not a lot of us, but we make a lot of noise, and we make a difference in this world. The nechama is the Am Hashem is still here. What is the happiness of Tu BAv? Well, one of the primary reasons for Tu BAv is that in year one, after the sin of the spies, out of 600,000 Jews, they all dug their grave that Tisha B'Av, and they lay in their grave, and 15,000 Jews did not make it. And year two, 585,000 Jews dug their grave, and there were only 570,000 left when Tisha B'Av morning came. And the next Tisha B'Av, they dug their grave, and there were only 555,000 Jews left. And they did that every single year. 15,000 Jews died on Tisha B'Av until they got to year 40. And in year 40, and in year 40, there were only 15,000 Jews left. And they expected they would die in the morning. And the morning came, and they looked up at the sky, and they saw they were still alive. They couldn't believe it. They thought maybe they miscalculated the date, so they dug their grave again the next night, and they lay in their grave. And they kept on doing that until the 15th day of Av, when they saw a full moon, then they knew Tisha B'Av passed. In that case, Rabbi say, the simcha of Tu BAv is the fact that there are survivors in the Jewish people. That after 40 years and the majority of the Jewish people was wiped out, there were 15,000 survivors. That's what the Gemara says. The joy of Tisha B'Av is the survival of the Jewish people. And those 15,000 Jews entered the Holy Land. And they fought the war against the 31 kings. And they built up Eretz Yisrael. And they were the foundation of the Jewish people. So what is Tu BAv? Tu BAv is a celebration that when there are a small remnant of survivors, they're able to rebuild the Jewish people. That is exactly the nechama of Shabbos Nachamu. That after everything that we have experienced, that everything we have passed through, nevertheless, we're still alive. So therefore, it's such a perfect combination. Shabbos Nachamu and Tu BAv. Shabbos Nachamu is the nechama that Ami, we are still Ami, we're still the Am Hashem. And Tu BAv is a celebration that the Meisei HaMidbar stopped dying, and really, we could say that the perfect and most appropriate time to celebrate the continued existence and eternity of the Jewish people is that celebration of Tu BAv. We juxtapose it to Shabbos Nachamu. Okay, Rabbi say that's just a thought I wanted to share with you on this Shabbos. And one more thought, and then I'll let you prepare for coming to the Bar Mitzvah, okay? One more.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.